Salim didn't fear the dark. He craved it. In his small apartment, the shadows were a sanctuary from the city's noise and the louder noise of his own thoughts. One sleepless night, a faint street lamp cast a reflection on his wall, and there it was. A shadow, but it wasn't his. It was taller, thinner, and moved with a chilling independence. Its hand raised in a silent, sorrowful gesture. Tss. Salim flicked his lighter. The shadow vanished. He extinguished the flame. It reappeared. His obsession began. The night became his lab, and darkness his canvas. He'd dance and twist his body, but the shadow wouldn't mimic him. It just watched, its movements slow and hesitant. One night, he broke the silence. "What do you want from me?" The shadow didn't answer. It simply shifted, pointing toward a dusty corner where his old paintbrushes lay forgotten. Soon, the strange shadow started to steal pieces of Salim's life. He'd miss appointments. Important files would disappear from his computer. He even forgot why he'd given up painting years ago. He called his friend Nabi, asking about an old leather jacket he loved. Nabi's reply was confusing. "Salim, you've never owned a leather jacket. You hate the smell of leather." That's when it hit him. This shadow wasn't a ghost. It was a part of him, a piece he had abandoned, carrying memories he refused to face. Determined, Salim started following the shadow. It led him through the city's dark veins, appearing on shop windows, and in rain puddles, guiding him to an old, abandoned art studio. He knew this place. Inside his old room, the shadow stood over a dark stain on the floor. In that instant, the memory he had buried for 7 years erupted. It was here he'd destroyed the masterpiece of his colleague Fod. A careless spill, a moment of anger. For the world, it was just paint. For Fod, it was his escape from depression. Days later, Fod vanished, leaving Salim with a secret guilt that stained his soul. The shadow wasn't a ghost, it was his own guilt. Or perhaps it was the shadow of Fod, a soul that had lost its body. Kneeling by the stain, Salim confessed in a broken whisper, "I'm sorry, Fod, I was a coward." As the words left his lips, the shadow trembled, then lunged, piercing Salim with an icy cold. He felt a sharp pain, then a profound weight. The guilt had returned home. Back in his apartment, Salim looked in the mirror. He switched off the light. His shadow was his own again, but it was no longer thin. It was heavy, solid. He sat before a blank canvas and picked up his brush. This time, he didn't paint himself. He painted Fod his face, his hopeful eyes. Salim had reclaimed his shadow, but the price was carrying the weight of another's forever.